Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Chronicles. We are here with the new game, the much anticipated new game, Martha is Dead. This game got a little bit of added controversy a couple weeks ago when PlayStation decided to censor it on their platform. We're going to be playing the game on PC with full RTX and whatever else it has to offer and no censorship whatsoever. So let's just see what's so bad about this game that PlayStation couldn't handle it. Okay, language audio, Italian. Really? You're going to default to that? Okay, interesting choice. Subtitles. Camera head bob, on-screen hints. Okay. Audio. Streamer mode is, oh, so there must be licensed music. Well, I don't monetize my channel, so I dare him to come after me. Let's kick this up to, oh, really? We're maxing out there? Wow, really? Okay. In that case, we'll just leave it at 1080. Interesting. Screen mode full screen, VSync on, everything ultra, ray tracing on. Technical issues may occur. This will be resolved in future updates. We'll risk it just to see what's going on. I don't think we're going to need DLSS if we're only playing at 1080p, so let's just leave that alone and apply and hope we don't break it. All right, we're good to go. It applied. I'm really interested that it doesn't go higher than 1080p. Double check that real quick. If I go that way, nope. Huh, okay, that's cool. Here we go. Martha is Dead. Don't tell Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent. Please adjust the brightness until the image on the left is barely visible. Kick it up one. Always add one for YouTube compression. The story of Martha is Dead and its featured characters are a work of fiction. The game contains potentially uncomfortable scenes and covers topics that may distress some players. The game is recommended for an adult audience and carries the appropriate age rating. As an adult narrative drama, the game uses artistic interpretations that can be visually unsettling and may cause discomfort. It explores the complexities of the human mind, psychological trauma, and self-harm. The game is not recommended for players who may find depictions of mature scenes containing blood, dismemberment, disfigurement of human bodies, and self-harm disturbing. All right, well, we've all been warned. Continue watching at your own risk. Looks pretty good for 1080p. Ooh, scar. Nasty scar.
Ciao. I'm Julia. Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Legend, summer
Nanny,
1929.
will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady, I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes. I miss Martha a
So
little,
Martha's our sister.
but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I am intrigued. And the
I love
presentation
Molly
is
and
really
I love
good.
that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Oh, the poor dear. That's not fair.
Life isn't fair, Poppet, but that's the way it is, and we must learn to deal with it.
Okay, I'll try. But it makes me so mad. Keep on reading, Nanny.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
I'm a little scared of this story, even though I like the lady.
Should I stop reading, my little sparrow?
No, Nanny. Daddy always tells me that fear must be faced. Go ahead.
Okay, honey. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth, even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
Yeah, that's the story I want to hear before I try to fall asleep.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
New chapter, The Lake. July 16th, 1940. Oh, we're several years ahead now. Right trigger to interact. I'm really blown away with this presentation. It's almost like VR.
Reel off the film.
Wait, what are we doing? Okay.
Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film. Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
Use the right stick to move the lens.
What? Is that a person? I must help them.
This is really crazy presentation here.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming.
Very
I
original.
would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
Really? We're jumping in? Oh my god, they're gonna get in the boat. Is this the lady from the story?
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin,
Martha.
part of me, dead. impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true.
Oh, I can move the camera.
There's no need to worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true.
1944, so we're World War II era.
Martha. February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
What?
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone.
We put on the necklace and now, oh man, this is getting
Forever.
dark already. I'm wondering if it's going to open up to more gameplay or if it's just going to be like an interactive novel type thing. New chapter, the body. One day after Martha's death, 10:30 p.m. Sign of the cross.
O Lord, who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do.
To highlight points of interest. Hints can be disabled. Okay. Yeah. So now we're getting more into traditional point and click gameplay.
I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital. July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me.
This is so cinematic in a way that I really haven't experienced in a long
There's
time.
no reason to use the phone right now.
Would definitely make a brilliant VR game. Just by this 3D first-person presentation.
The only way people could tell Martha and me apart was by dressing differently. Even Mother couldn't tell us apart.
Clearly.
This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours.
Now I wonder something. Yeah, so once you look at something, the tag goes away.
Mummy and Daddy. They are the epitome of wealth and elegance. But pain pays no heed to money and style. Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
I just can't get over how good this looks at 1080p. Alright.
Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. I can at least light the candles and let him find some comfort in sleep.
Oh, so Dad loved me, Mom hated me, but loved Martha. This is, man, I'm already stressing out and I'm not even the girl.
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here.
That's gonna be a lot of pressure to pretend to be your sister for the rest of your life. For the rest of your mom's life. What are we doing with this? Oh, it's a lighter. Okay.
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is. Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman.
Alright, so looking for candles. Ah, here we go.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Is someone coming to get these damn flowers?
When Mummy asks for something, there's no escaping.
Alright. Was there something there?
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
What was I supposed to do?
Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
Ah.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Big saw.
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf, and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irena. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all.
Whoa!
You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me? They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia.
Oh man, can't we tell our dad? He'll keep it a secret.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Martha has found. Martha has lost her light. Nope. Martha. Wow, you have to do it over and over again? Has lost her soul.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
They. Oh, nope, not they. I will give. Nope. I stole her identity.
I stole her identity.
Eee. What's happening here? What is she? Ugh. We're twins. Why are we having to do a face-off thing here? Ah. Oh no! You're gonna make me do it? Gonna do a Hannibal Lecter here? Oh, Grizzly! Don't make me put that on my face. No! Oh, really? And now what am I supposed to do? Oh, that's disgusting. That still gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's one thing if that would have been a cutscene, but to actually make me do the control motions to cut her face off was just grisly.
It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
The camera. The room.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright. This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Better dress like Martha. We don't want to blow up the secret too early here. Let's do...
The elegant dress? No, I'll never hear the end of it from Mother.
I didn't know. I'm not a 1940s fashionista here. Okay.
Our beautiful home. In spite of everything, I prefer being here. It's about 9:30. It's July 18th. I always keep my trinket box locked.
So we gotta find a key.
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me.
Those are pretty nice frames for butterflies.
Nanny will be visiting me soon.
Surely somebody has to figure out that she's not Martha.
It's me with the nanny. Or maybe it was Martha. No one can remember.
What kind of clothes did...
I'm already dressed.
Well, I just wanted to see. All right. I guess we're leaving. Nice little fireplace. Wow, that's nice. Got a handbag.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
RB to open the bag. Ah. So that key... Now try selecting the key or the map.
The key to my trinket box.
So we should go open that up.
Here is my diary.
Aha. So I'm going to need to find
July
Martha's
12th,
key
1944.
to get into her
This
trinket
is
box.
a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now.
Alright.
Yes, Erich, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
That's right, Martha's deaf. So we can't really respond or do anything. Oh, wow, that's going to be a clever dynamic. One unread page.
July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
Okay, that door's locked.
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
This is giving me strong flashbacks to Edith Finch. Just the way it's self-narrated. Not a lot of gameplay, just like a game of discovery.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting. Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
LB to run. Oh, not run the record. For me to run. Okay, I get it. That was weird that it prompted me that when I was looking at the record player. This is so well put together with the outdoor scenery.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room? As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room. Mummy's family coat of arms.
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
The photorealism on this is just stunning. Right. I must put in one of my photos in this empty frame. I always said to Martha I would, but I never did. Requirement the camera. Alright, so it looks like all these are going to stack into one another here. I like how they put the red
Brutal
exclamation on there.
assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam. Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m.
And today's the
departing from
18th.
the property of the deceased. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges.
All right, we read the paper. Of course, we were doing that for appearances, but we already know that Mom and Dad left, so that was kind of weird.
Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
This is so weird. She's going to keep up this.
For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Do I need to get crumbs?
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques. War, always war, even in paintings. Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore, always hanging cheery things.
The amount of artwork they have hanging on these walls, because these are like plaster walls,
One
which
of
is
Daddy's many
super hard to
photos.
hang stuff
Who
on.
knows who these other people are? Old photographs that Father took of this house.
Oh, we're back in here again.
Oggi Bonsi. On the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falchium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Whoa.
The moment I thought I saw... Oh no, that's not possible. There must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
Probably shouldn't get caught listening to the radio since I'm deaf. Alright, let's go take the picture of the sparrow. I said the wall with the breadcrumb. Ah. You are about to use Julia's camera. You used it through the game. Some photos will have hidden elements that will progress the game's story. Cool. Holding the camera, an icon will appear to indicate points of photographic interest. The icon will appear. Okay, got that. Press X to see your camera and any fitted attachments. No camera skins unlocked. Okay. Look for the subject you want to photograph and press A to continue and press Y to exit the camera mode. Use the camera. You're about to take your first picture. To simplify the simulation, the picture preview displays the settings as you change them on your camera. In real life, the viewfinder's image is controlled by the secondary lens and only responds to focus. So we got rotation, height, and inclination. Prepare for your first picture. If you stand still, you will be able to fine-tune the camera rotation, pitch, and height. Open the Advanced Settings panel to make your picture unique. Use the panel controls to adjust focus, exposure, and aperture. Press RB to switch to Extras tab. Holy smoke, this is like authentic photo simulation here. Here you'll find all the camera add-ons. You'll be able to use different lenses, filters, films of various sensitivities, and much more. Right now, however, you only have 100 ISO film. After closing this window, adjust the camera and then press RT to shoot. So we'll center it and Okay. Oh. I don't think we need to get crazy angles or anything. And then subject framed is out of focus. So how do you focus? Show adjustments. Ah, there we go, focus. In focus. Subject framed, in focus, properly exposed. Congratulations, you have taken your first photo. You can shoot as many photos as you want throughout the game, but remember that only a few will be critical to the story's progress. Soon you will learn how to develop the photos you've taken. Wow, we got to do darkroom too? Oh my god, this is crazy.
I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it.
Objectives updated.
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
I want to explore, but I have a feeling the story's probably gonna guide me through most of these areas. So let's head to the cellar. I think that's what we're supposed to do, right? Develop and print the photo in the darkroom in the cellar. Cellar. Do we know how to get to the cellar? Julia's bike can be used to get to locations faster. Why would you be telling me that? Am I supposed to ride to the cellar? There's the bike. So is this the cellar down here? No, this is like... Alright, let's go back to the house. I'm pretty sure the cellar would be in the house. We just have to find stairs going down. Oh, I think I do remember stairs going down in one of these rooms. In this brightly lit room? Yep.
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
Whoa.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here? Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
Gonna put those in my bag?
These could be of use to me.
That's what I was thinking.
Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house. Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Being able to hear, but everybody thinking you're deaf, that could actually come in useful. Alright, there's the dark room, obviously. What's down here? It's a tripod.
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that.
Okay. Let's go develop this picture. Oh, okay. thought we had an icon there for a minute. All right.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
There was another game recently where you had to do the 3-step process to develop pictures.
Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
To develop a photo, you will first have to use the enlarger. The enlarger is the optical instrument that allows you to process photographic paper. After shooting a photo, the film must be developed in several steps. This aspect has been omitted for the sake of simplicity, but in reality, the steps are as follows. The film is first rolled on a reel, put inside a small tank. That tank is then immersed in the developer, washed and then immersed in the stop bath, and is washed again and dried and finally cut. You'll find your rolls of film already developed and ready for printing. Okay, that's a nice little quality of life time saver there. Choose the image you want to print to paper. The preview on the left side will help you choose. Of course, you will see your images in negative. Okay, very cool and authentic. So I only have one photo to develop, so develop this photo. The enlarger allows you to customize your photos even more. You can choose on which part of the paper the picture will be printed. You can adjust the focus and choose how long to expose the photographic paper. With the red filter, you can project and see the image on the paper without exposing it. This is crazy. I mean, this is so detailed for the type of game this is. Use the controls to move the paper on the bench and to adjust the magnification and focus. When the 3 circles are aligned, the picture is focused. If you see the image out of focus when aligned, you probably shot it that way. Ah, okay. Play with the adjustment until you're happy. When you're ready, press X to continue. Alright, so we're going to move. Out of focus. There. In focus. Card out of position. Adjust the enlargement. Oh, okay. Card position, okay. Now to focus again. In focus and position okay. Expose the paper. When the red filter is removed, the image is exposed onto the paper. This process has been automated and made faster than what happens in real life. Immerse the paper in the developer and the image will appear. To achieve ideal exposure, take the paper out of the developer when the timer is in the green zone. If you take the paper out too early or too late, the picture will be ruined and you'll have to print it again. Oh my God. This is a photography simulation. Alright, so we're going to hit this. And then stop when it's in the green. Tick, 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 tick. Da, 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 da. And boom. Perfect. In real life, immersion in the developer is followed by a wash, a stop bath, and then a second wash. These additional baths have been skipped for the sake of simplicity. Here's your printed photo. You can keep it in your album or
Not a bad photograph.
scrap
seems
it.
that the camera
You can print
works
each shot
perfectly.
as many times as you like. All
Now I
shots
can
remain
take a
available
self-timed photo
to
from
print
Martha's
at any
frame.
time. Put in the album. This is really impressive. So what's our next task? A tripod is needed, then I can take a self-portrait. Ah, and there was a okay, yep, we know where that was. Dun, 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 dun. There's even a chair. Probably have to learn how to use the timer.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
So I basically just have to sit in the chair. Probably should have done neutral. No second chances. Nope. How do I take my camera back? Alright, well, let's go develop the... I don't like leaving my camera there.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film. A kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly, or they'll think I'm crazy.
Expose the paper, we got it all. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone.
So now I need to get that picture in the frame. Probably gonna need to cut it with the scissors that I got.
I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
The rolls, same day, 11:30 p.m. All right, I think we're going to end this for now. I am very, very impressed with this. I'm totally open to playing more chapters on stream. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments. I am going to finish this, whether I do it on video or not. It's up to you guys. So, but anyway, that's our first look at the first few chapters of Martha is Dead. And hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.